Well, it's like having a fort, like when you're a little kid and you make a fort out of blankets and stuff, and you put it under a card table, and you put pillows in there, and you get all your stuffed animals in there, and you just kind of do like a little fort thing. Why do kids like to make forts, I wonder? But in any case, I'm curvycom, and I'm a lamer, and I suck. So I had some delicious chicken for lunch, and I know it sounds like it's late for lunch, but that's just the problem with having delayed sleep phase. It's a thing. It's a thing that you have to deal with, and it's just how it is. And I'm just, thanks so much everyone who's lurking, and if there's a few people actually watching, that's great too. I appreciate all of it. It's wonderful and great. I still don't have Streamlabs thing going. I was thinking about doing that today, but I probably will do it maybe tomorrow and see if I can make it all work. It's a little intimidating, but, you know, for a lamer like me. But I'm streaming at a little higher bit rate. Oh, hello, quick draw, the rootinest, tootinest guy that ever rootin' tootin' thing. Anyway, oh man, it's good to see you. Oh no, you haven't watched my stream enough. Okay, go to YouTube, like /curvycom, and watch like my first stream and my first few you'll see. So it's a bit just like anything. I guess you improve no matter how lame you are. You know, even when I get trolled, I try to take a nugget of truth from what they say and see if I can get something out of it. But anyway, I'm kind of after the Grand Expedition Yak. This is Druid WoW leveling, and but since getting the Grand Expedition Yak is not a rep grind as I originally thought it might be, it's actually a gold grind. We're not going to be logging into this fetching creature. No, in fact, we are going to log into my banker and check on the banks. That's got to be grippingly exciting for everyone to watch. But we're going to see what the auction house is doing, and then we're going to do some stuff in Pandaria. And the reason I decided to focus on Pandaria is because, oh wow, what is they doing there? It's a human monk, and she's given me a soothing mist. Wow, look at that. That is fabulous. Wow, soothing mist. Woohoo. I can't do anything except like that. I don't even have a buff anymore, I don't think. I don't even have arcane brilliance or whatever. I got nothing. Soothing mist. Wowzer. Okay. So we're just going to go get the stuff that expired and see how much there is. There's probably quite a lot. I don't actually know. Let's see what we got here. Some of these stems I can probably convert. I probably hadn't even paid attention last time. Torn green tea leaf. Look at this. Oh, man. And I guess that's about it. Is that about it for this? And I got some enchant materials. And oh, look, I've got a cloth item I can put on. And can I do that right now? I can while I'm checking the mailbox. I will do it. I will disenchant this thing because now it is not auctionable. So no one seems to want my my blood scale leggards, and I just can't figure that out. Those are like the best leggings in the game for, you know, not the best, but they're one of the good transmog leggings, and so I don't know why they're not selling now, but whatever. I keep putting them up there, and rather a low starting price, so eventually someone will get them. I want someone to get them. I want someone to say, wow, this is just what I've been looking for. And yeah, I remember back in the day well, heck, back in Vanilla WoW or the very beginnings of Burning Crusade when I started, you know, people used to run by and buff each other, and used to get buffs, all kinds of buffs, Mark of the Wild and Arcane Brilliance, and people used to throw those things on you. It was very neighborly. Then they'd have AoE parties, and I think they've like disabled that where you can't even see the AoE stuff anymore. So now I'm in the auction house. Of course, traditionally we got to dance in the auction house. That's what it's all about. It's just a tradition. So it's what, I mean, there wouldn't even be a trial of style if people didn't originally dance in the auction house. It was a thing to do. You could get in the auction house, do all your auctions, and you could dance up there, and you know, there were a couple of people I always used to see in the auction house, and we'd dance and we'd chat and we'd run our complex auction searches and whatever, which I'm going to do right now. I've got sort of an automated thing here ready to go, and I'm just gonna scan the auction house, and it looks like I've got a pile of mail, so I might just run back and get all that and see what it is. But it's kind of a process, and P-Town Jerry, you crack me up. But you know, that lamer thing, it's a thing that harkens back to the original internet, you know, like say in the mid early 90s, when you first could like get an ISP and connect with a modem and stuff. And it seemed like the internet was dedicated to people telling each other they were lamers and that they sucked. So that's kind of what I'm harkening back to, you know. And here I got my cool staff. This is the cool staff from Burning Crusade, and nobody ever uses it in a transmog anymore, and I just can't imagine why. It's awesome looking. It's just the coolest thing ever. And I guess now that I've done that, I can batch a bunch of things. So I guess I'll do that. Whatever's batchable, I'll just batch. And Jufasa, nice to see you. I didn't play WoW I didn't play WoW at all during Pandaria. I just got I leveled a panda out of the starting zone. I had my account just for 1 month, and I never even played, really. I just leveled a panda, and that was about it. I didn't even keep that character. So, and let's see. Somebody's got to want these blood scale leggings. What's the deal with this? This is like, let me make sure. Okay. You know, probably the issue might be that maybe I should do a search and just do blood scale leggards, because there's probably like a bunch of different types of them, plus fire mane. So let me just do that. Sometimes you have to use your head on these things. And let's see what we get here. Yeah, so looks like if you there ought to be like I think there's probably got to be a search filter now for this that I haven't investigated. There's got to be a search filter that will include all of a certain type. You know, for transmog purposes, it seems like so I got to go 58, 57 something. Is that's probably practical? So that might help me sell it. So we'll try that then and see. So we'll do 5,700 and or 50, maybe even lower. so that it won't underscale. And we'll give a nice low starting price. We'll put the price matching thing on, but then we'll just, I don't know, hang on, let me see here. What does that look like there? We don't want anything that high. So, yeah, I think so. This is not good appraisal here, really. I think that'll probably do, though. Let's try that. I think probably post those discreetly. Everything else doesn't really much matter. This is all probably going to get disenchanted at some point. But basically, you know, thanks to transmog, a lot of low level items should probably get, you know, like grouped together in a I was going to say a playlist, but no, in a search. And for people searching for transmog items, they'd have to be searching the same way, you know. So they wouldn't want to just look for a specific set of blood scale, since they're using it as transmog anyway. They probably want to just get whichever one they can. If it's plate and they wear plate, or if they want fire main leggings and they wear mail, it's the same design. And you know, so let's have a look here with this, and we can just kind of do the same thing here. See, a lot of these things don't go for that much, but at least they go for something. And then if they don't, after a couple times, when I start seeing them come back one after another, I start to disenchant them. Look at that, man. I've been in the double digits like I'm in the big leagues here or something. What's that all about? I have no idea. So I guess that's it for this. There's no more to be done here. You know, back in the day, I'd take this character, since she's a mage and she can port. I would take my mage and I would run all over Stormwind, and then I'd go to Ironforge, and I'd get things from vendors that I knew I could resell, and that's how I would get my first gold. You know, if I had nothing, that's how I'd get my first gold. I could get the shirts from the shirt vendor, and even though people could just run around the corner and do it, there's a certain amount of value of, you know, locating something into the place where people are going to look for it, you know. And so I used to put shirts up on the auction house, and they would sell for 10 times what I could buy them for at the vendor. Nobody ever even thought to do it. It was amazing. But, you know, I sold them all the time, you know, so I could make my first, so when I first started auctioning, I figured out how I could do that, and I'd make my first few gold that way, and then I had more gold to, you know, do that, and then I had more gold to invest, and then I started doing arbitrage, and we're not going to do that in this stream. We're not going to do arbitrage, not even behind the scenes. I'm tired of it. I don't want to do it. You know, just think how boring it would be to, like, sit behind someone at the commodities market doing their trading all day. That would be pretty boring. So I'm not even going to try doing that. I'm just going to log out, and I'm going to slip into my Druid, because that's what this is all about. It's in Pandaria, because I didn't do Pandaria, so I'm not familiar with Pandaria. So by now, I think I've pretty much done. I haven't done any scenario quests, and I haven't. Oh look, I've got a little fish following me around. I haven't done any scenario quests, and I haven't done, you know, like, I haven't done a lot of stuff. I haven't done a lot of dailies. I did get the Azure Cloud Serpent, so there's that puppy. It's gorgeous. You know, I always had mount envy every time I saw someone in Stormwind sitting on one of these, or I thought, oh man, I wonder how you get that. It's probably this horrible rep grind thing you have to do, and it was at one time, but it was pretty fast. It's pretty fast now. Actually, I only had to do the dailies like twice, and I got all the rep boosts, and I got all the rep egg items, and so I got like 1,000 rep for each egg that I found up on the mountains, and So it was pretty fast, actually. I didn't really have much trouble getting it. It didn't take nearly as long as I thought. So if the stream was about getting this mount, the stream would now be over. But in any case, yeah, I haven't decided what I want to do. But one thing is there's kind of a farm thing. So I've got like a scenario quest, complete a heroic scenario. So I'm not sure. So like one scenario would be like, I think there's one, I don't know where they all are. So there's one up in the Vale, or Kunlai Summit in the Veiled Stairs. So the Veiled Stair.
Welcome.
So, yeah, Binnen Village, I think, is that where it is, or Tavern in the Mists? I'm not sure which is better. Shrine of the Seven Stars. I don't know. I'll take the Tavern and see if that's right. I don't remember which is which. So, yeah, I'm just. You got to understand that WoW is quite an experience for me because it was the first MMO I ever played. You know, I never played EverQuest or some of the earlier ones, and I never played RuneScape, and I don't know how long RuneScape was around, actually. A friend of mine used to play that a lot. But in any case, but flying up here, there's some kind of... Yeah, see, this is like... This is the deal right here. This is the Veiled Stair, but Spring Road here goes to... look at that. There's like an instance in there. Who knows what that is? And where's the... this is the... Hate Scale Burrow. But anyway, up here is the big cave with the thing, and you can't take the boat in there anymore. I'm just going to fly through this time. I could have probably gone this way, but I'm not sure what this is all about. Like, there's monkeys in here. When you take the boat, they throw their stuff at... They throw their... We don't want to know what they're throwing, you know. I think I understand. We all understand what monkeys throw. But they're all over the place in here, and they kind of patrol back and forth. And, yeah, I should have come to the Binnen Village. That's where So basically, the one thing there is here is this. I don't even know what a scenario is.
Slow down.
So if I want to do a heroic scenario, do I have to specify, like... raid difficulty or dungeon difficulty? I have set at heroic, so I'm not sure if that's going to work. But anyway, the Brew Moon Festival and etc. So Kunlai Kicker, come and join us for the festivities. All right, now is this like still alive? I see. What do I do? Quest objectives.
Enough of that.
Doesn't say. I have to protect the Brew Moon Festival. So how do I go do that? Do I have to talk to this guy, or
Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
Or can I not do it anymore because my level is too high? Come back when it's done. How do I know? How do I know how to do it? How do I do it? I have no idea how to do this thing.
Speak up.
Maybe I can't do it. Maybe I can't do it. Maybe my level is wrong for it or something. Maybe you can't do it after you level, or... I'm not sure. There was a guy... Well, it seems like this guy had a thing, you know, and, you know, I have the quest now, but now I can't... Let me see. So, protect the Brew Moon Festival. Okay. Now, does it say how to do it? It does not say how to do it. The Brew Moon Festival is here. I'm not sure what to do. I don't believe there's any... I mean, there's no objective shown or anything, so if I look at it, there's really no... There's just... Oh! No, Proving Grounds. That's Proving Grounds. Scenario. Brew Moon Festival. It says scenario. How do I queue for that? Do I have to do the... Okay, so group, I could like look for dungeons and raids. So, yeah, it doesn't look like you can queue for it over here. So I don't actually know. I don't actually know how to do these. I don't know how to do this thing. I don't even know how it works. Maybe someone could fill me in on that. I don't know. So. Yeah, actually, I don't really know. There's no, because I think it was really this guy that gave it to me originally that told me I could queue for it, and now I can't do it anymore. So I guess maybe the time for me to do this has ended. Maybe I can't do it anymore. I don't know. Yeah, looking at it, looking at the map here, there doesn't seem to be any way to. Let me see. Adventure guide. Is there a way of? See, it doesn't even show under. It doesn't even show under. Under groups and events. It won't show under. It won't show under. Dungeons. These are just going to be dungeons. Scholomance is a Pandaria dungeon now. When did that happen? So, okay, classic. Is there still classic Scholomance? There is. So, that's very interesting. So, there doesn't appear to be any. So there's like some raids you can do. There's the classic raids, and you can look for loots for everything. And I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do here. This is not going to queue me for anything. There's no way to. There doesn't appear to be any way to do this quest. It doesn't say how to start it, and I seem to recall you have to talk to this guy. So, you know, I don't know. There's no. There doesn't appear to be any evidence of how to do this, whatever. So it obviously takes place in this kind of area, in this basic area here. You know, Binin Village is the area for it, but yeah, here we go. So why do those appear so slow? Because I have all my details turned up. I'm not sure why those things are like not staying lit so far away or whatever. I'm not sure what the deal is. I think I got all my details maxed out, don't I? I thought so. Everything's turned up to 11 here. So I'm not sure why. I guess that's what you see is what you get, I guess. That's what it is. So yeah. I don't know if anyone's hanging out, but whatever. I just it's nice that like you guys dropped in and gave me a little heads up. I think that's really nice. So Rubik 3 is here. Rubik 3 is here. So I don't know what I'm doing now. So there's like, look at all this stuff. I never got any quests to do any of this stuff around here, so this is probably something. It's all just very curious. It's all stuff that I'm like seeing it for the first time, so I don't really know. Like, Pandaria is completely new to me. I did level through it now. I did all the quests, you know, to get the I did all the quests to get the Lore Master. You know, I already have Lore Master on my main, and yeah, Rubik, I didn't play during Pandaria at all, and so I'm completely unfamiliar. That's why I picked Pandaria to do like a leveling thing, because I wanted to level through Pandaria and see what all the quests were. So instead of skipping around, I just did them all. And this new level scaling thing that they've done made it more engaging to do, because it's like you're able to get, even with wearing heirlooms, you're able to go through, you're able to start Pandaria 10 levels early, and then even when you're out over leveled for it, the mobs don't go down in one hit. You know, they have more health or something, so even though they stop scaling at 90, it's like they don't really, like, it's never like the one-hit wonder, so, you know, they do miss a lot more in the level that I am now. I'm 98. It's still, you know, makes it pretty easy, but it's still not like one hit and they're dead. And, yeah, you know, I don't know. That's why you should just stay in the forest and kill boars. You know, that's what you should do. You know, then I can defeat the evil one. Yeah, that was the thing that they just introduced in the latest patch or something, and in a way it's a good thing. I like sometimes when they introduce new mechanics to the game, you know, you go, oh no, what are they going to do now? But this is like a welcome one. You know, you could stay in an area and finish it if you wanted, and you wouldn't, you know, like how it was before is that, you know, you'd start before they introduced this here recently, you know, you would level a new character, and if you just wanted to do the quests, you couldn't even finish one area before you were too high a level for it. So basically you either had to do complete an area and then skip a couple of areas, so if you want to do them all, and maybe you could do different ones with different alts, or you could just do part of an area until you could move to the next area. So you ended up doing about maybe a quarter or a third of the quests in an area, and then you'd go to the next area, and then that's how you level. I leveled I leveled a couple of alts. I leveled a hunter that way that I have on this account. And, I mean, you miss a lot. So, you know, I took my banker through part of Pandaria, and I kind of leveled her like that. And so she didn't really get to see much of it. So this time I got to see all the quests. And, you know, 98 streams. I think this may be number 99. And, you know, that's a lot of streaming. And I still don't have Streamlabs OBS or Streamlabs panels or anything, and Streamlabs overlays, and I have a Streamlabs account, but I haven't done it yet. And I don't have any way of doing, you know, I don't know. So I think, you know, things have been going okay where I could maybe get to be an affiliate by a month or so. I've kept my averages up, and so that's been a thing, but I don't know how, like, yeah, Streamlabs OBS, I think, are you the one that told me about it originally? And so it has, like, the Streamlabs panel stuff built into it. I downloaded it and I have it. I didn't just start using it right away, because I'll tell you why. I use it. See, well, I've got a VST plugin on my microphone, and I've got a few filters and things like that. And there's a few things that, so even though you can import your scenes into a Streamlabs OBS, it doesn't import all your filters. And so when I realized that, I said, all right, well, it's going to take some thinking, and I will do it at some point, but it's going to take, I'll have to recreate some of the stuff in it. were one or two things too that I didn't like. Like, for example, I can't hide any audio sources, which is confusing. I get confused easily anyway, so that's why I hide audio sources that I'm not using but have to be displayed for some reason. So regular OBS, you can hide them, but so I know that's a feature request on Streamlabs OBS, because I went to the forums and people were whining about it. So they, obviously they're aware of it. And so maybe you can now. I don't know. I couldn't do it when I tried it, or I didn't see how to do it. How do you hide your audio sources? I wasn't able to do it. So, and I don't use the global audio sources. I just use and I use global sources, but I put them into a scene, and then I incorporate those into other scenes, and I kind of use use an object-oriented kind of philosophy for how my scenes are designed. So I have kind of like a general scenes, and then they're combined with other scenes, and so that makes it easier and simpler. And so all of my scenes don't have a million widgets in them because they use each other's resources, and so it was relatively simple, like to do this and this, and so I decided I was going to do like a WoW background instead of, since I'm using the green screen anyway, I mean, don't I want to have a nice background? So I thought, well, what background could I have? So I said, well, I could just have WoW as the background. So, and then at least if I forget to shift off my webcam view, you can, my stream email is, here you go. I'll just let everyone have it. I'm probably going to regret that, but, whatever. It's fine. There you go. So, that's pretty much the one I use for the stream and stuff, since it's another curvycom. I actually have the domain curvy.com, which is where the nickname curvycom even comes from. Yeah, Rocket League, man. I saw Red Letter Media playing Rocket League, and I thought, those two guys, Jack Packard and Rich Evans, and they just looked like they had a great time playing that. And it just looked like so much fun. But yeah, I'd be happy to any help anyone can give me would be great, because I really am a lamer and I really do suck. So it's like I don't know anything. So, and when I started this, I really didn't know anything about video. I'm not a video expert. I don't know video or audio really all that well. So because I wasn't an AV kid in school, I was like the first generation of computer kids, so I skipped the whole AV nerd thing completely, and I was always on the teletype machine, which is the sorry excuse we had for computers back in my childhood, and we had these teletype machines that were like kind of from World War II era, but this was the 70s, so that's what we had. We had an HP mainframe for our entire school district, and we had these old antiquated World War II era teletype terminals which we connected to it with, and all I did was spend time in the computer room and write programs and stuff, and so I never did any kind of yeah, so your dad was born in 44. I think my dad was born in 37, so, you know, kind of similar thing there. You know, you could probably, I mean, I'm older than I look, probably, you know, but, you know, I was in high school in the 70s, and so that's when I learned so anyway, that's the reason I never learned AV stuff, is because I didn't get into that. Once I discovered a computer, I was hooked on that. And the first computer I had was an Apple II, and, which I don't think anyone got for me. I think I saved up allowance money and I sold greeting cards or something until I could get one. But I don't know. I did like a variety of odd jobs, and then finally I got my own computer, and it had a whopping 16K of RAM in it. It was awesome. It came with 4K installed, and you could up it to 16K, and I went all the way. Hey, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm still here doing this. I don't know what I'm doing now, though. I'm trying to figure out what to do in Pandaria, because now I've done all the quests. So, like, all I can do is do dailies, I guess. I mean, because I don't really want to leave Pandaria, and I want to kind of find out more about what it's all about. And so it's kind of like, you know, I don't, unless you know otherwise, somebody out there, unless you know otherwise, I don't even think you can do scenarios once you level past a certain point. It won't let me do, like, there's, like, the Kunlai kicker. So you have to, let me see what it says here. It says you have to guard the Brew Moon Festival. And I can get that quest still, but the guy can't queue me for the scenarios anymore. So I guess maybe once you level past a certain point, you can't do it anymore. I guess I don't really know. But I'm doing great. I'm just peachy. I still don't really know. Like, I don't know what I'm doing now. So I mean, I thought I could go to, you know, I mean, one thing I could do is I could go do more of the food quests, because there's more food stuff to do. And I think that eventually gets you to the farm, where you can have a farm, which I guess, so Pandaria is kind of the beginning of the Facebook game thing, you know, where basically WoW became like a Facebook game, and it became like Pokemon, and I think that was the very beginnings of it. And yeah. I've never heard that before. I remember one time I was on the train in Portland, Oregon, and some little kid asked his mom if that, like, he pointed at me and he went, "Is that Jesus?" And you know, but I told him that I wasn't, though. I told him that I did know who he was. I knew him, but you know, that comes up all the time. You know, people confuse the two of us somewhat, so yeah. And so anyway, I don't know, I'm like thinking about, that was you. Wow. Oh, it's a small world, man. It's a small world. So I guess, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna go down south and see Nat Pagle. I don't know. I mean, I'm on my mount here. What do I do? I want to go ride the Griffin. I like riding the Griffin, or the kite in this case. There'll be a kite-a-pult here. And now you're all grown up, you know. That is awesome. It's good to see you again, though. Anyway, I'm sorry to say I wasn't Jesus, so, you know, that's you know, but It was a good question. It was a good question. Kids ask good questions. Quite often they do, really. So let's see. If I want to go, I got to go to the incursion if I want to go see Nat. I believe that's a thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's when I originally started doing this, I thought, well, why would anyone want to watch me do this? You know, like. But then I thought, you know, right, even in my very first stream, I said, well, I guess I would. You know, I like watching people play WoW. Like, you know, WoW Krendor has this WoW leveling series he's been doing for like years, and he still hasn't gotten up to max level. I mean, expansions keep coming out, and he keeps like doing it just occasionally. And he, you know, takes his time. He reads all the quest text. He doesn't use any heirlooms, so you know he doesn't level any faster than he has to. And he just goes really slow. He does these little short. They're not too short, but they're, you know, maybe an hour, I think. They're either a half hour or an hour. I'm not sure. And he just goes through and he levels. He's got a troll called Zaluzoron, who I think is a hunter, and he just does it. And I find it very relaxing to watch. So, you know, I mean, I guess that the answer is, who would watch me? Well, I probably would, I guess. You know, if I'm boring, at least I can put people to sleep. So there's that, you know. And people need some background to go to sleep. So maybe that's fine. I'm fine with it. So, yeah, I don't have a Streamlabs thing going yet. I don't have any of the pay accounts or, you know, whatever. I mean, I think I might have a PayPal, but I've never used it for this. I think I'd probably want to set up a new one, maybe, for doing this. I don't know. But it's kind of cart before the horse, you know. I don't know. I mean, like, you got to have at least a little while where maybe people are like, you know, checking you out and watching you on a regular basis before you start putting up links for support my channel or whatever. I don't know. Grape Jello or strawberry Jello? I don't know. It's hard to say. You know, it's a mood thing. You know, I think strawberry. I always liked strawberry as a kid. Until I discovered chocolate. You know, chocolate became like a thing after a while. But now, this monkey guy, he usually has a quest, but he doesn't have one this time. I guess because they change every day, just like the Argent tournament. I've done a lot of Argent tournament, you know, so that I could get like, all the heirlooms you could get there, and the heirloom upgrades and stuff, and I don't know. Sometimes grape Jello is really good. I don't know. I'll say strawberry because that's unusual, but I don't know. It's not a dirty joke, is it? Is it a trick question? I don't know. I'm getting nervous now. Like, I think it might be a trick question.
See you later.
So let's see. There's that. There's only one quest per guy here. I thought when I first saw all these daily quest things, I thought, well, I bet you each one of these guys has 4 different quests. But evidently, they just have a few. There's just a few here. So I don't know what else to do, so I'm going to do this. No, it was a serious question. Yeah, I'd say strawberry. You know. I kind of like strawberry quick, too, you know. Like, so, not that I didn't like chocolate, because I like that, too. I as a kid, I loved Nestle's Quick. And, but strawberry quick was really good, and my dad would buy it sometimes, and I would just drink it all. I just love the taste of strawberry. So, and a fun fact is that since I'm in Pandaria and there's yaks here, you know, people always talk about that. Anyone that's ever been to any place where they have yaks, and there's always this question: does yak milk taste like strawberry quick? Well, it doesn't. I'm told by an authoritative source that it does not taste like strawberry quick, but it can look like strawberry quick. But that's because of the way they milk yaks in certain cultures, like the way they do it. They're a little rough with it, and it gets a little bit of blood in it, and that's what makes it look like strawberry quick. It sounds kind of disgusting, but maybe it gives it a good flavor too. I don't really know. So, no, I didn't know that. Is that true? I didn't know Stephen Hawking passed away. It's amazing that he lived as long as he did, because I mean, it must have been so hard for him to live just in that chair all the time. Cool. I will check that out, and I'll see what you have to say. I didn't know Stephen Hawking died. Yeah, it says so. Streamlabs. So this seems overloaded, but to be honest, Streamlabs OBS has a library, aka a marketplace to download. Yeah. Okay. So cool. I will read that when I just got a little notice on it. I like the way Windows 10 did that. It's finally not just another version of Windows 3.1. It's finally like a proper operating system for the new millennium, you know. But yeah, wow, that's incredible. Yeah, so he's not going to have those cameos on. He's not going to have those cameos on the Big Bang Theory anymore. That's too bad. I'm going to miss that. He's been on a whole bunch of times, so. No, you know what? I don't know that much about him, even though I have a science background. I know a little bit about his work, but certainly. But I don't have any good stories. I don't have any good Stephen Hawking stories. I think he was an incredibly good sport, though. Clearly, you know, he was on Star Trek: The Next Generation a time or two, and they had him in the holodeck doing stuff. And you know, it's always great when you can have a real scientist on a science fiction show. And yeah, it was pretty cool. I think pretty cool. So now I've got like I mean, one thing I remember, I saw a documentary on Stephen Hawking a long time ago, and they talked about, you know, like what he was like before his ALS symptoms kicked in. And he seemed like a really interesting guy, and he seemed like he was kind of a fun-loving guy with a good sense of humor and a nice kind of manner about him. So, what am I supposed to be doing down here, I wonder? Am I supposed to be just killing these guys or what? I think maybe it's just like not even a fishing. It's a fishing quest where you don't fish, is that right? All right. Let's see what I get from that. Okay, an armored carp. All right, well, these are pretty easy to kill if you're a little over-leveled. Wait, are these skinnable? No, they're not. All right, so, fine. So let's see, so what else do I... Oh, wow. So what else do I need to do here? I got to do something... There's something over here. Riverblade Raiders. Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds promising. Stealth kitty, he's a kitty that can become invisible. Stealth kitty! Alright. But see, even though I'm over-leveled for this area, I still don't one-shot these guys. And that's what I mean, even when they stop scaling, you know, I have to hit them a few times. And I'm, you know, and I'm dotting them too. You know, that's like when I first started this series, I'm going, how many dots do I have now? Do I have more dots than a warlock now? I mean, the warlocks used to have all the dots, and like I could put like 6 dots on something if I use them all. I have not played GTA or PUBG. I have played Skyrim and you know, back in the day, I used to play Doom too. That was my first. I had a 486, and I used to play Doom on that. And no, I guess it was a 386 actually. I think it was a 386. It was my 386 I used to play Doom on. But in any case, I've played other games. I've tried some of the different MMOs that, you know, like, say, Forsaken World or Perfect World, or I kind of been wanting to try Black Desert. I've tried okay, there was one called Runes of Magic that I like to play. It's kind of like one of the ones they call a WoW clone. It was more or less a WoW clone. And it had some good things about it, and it had some dumb things about it. Like a lot of free-to-play games, it had, like, RNG mechanics that made it kind of dumb. But I'm like, you know, I never was very good at PvP back in the day either, so... So, you know, I don't know. I'd probably be terrible. Oh, see there? That's what I was talking about before. Why are you in the middle of the screen? Why indeed? So I had, and there's like, I'm talking about the old Doom, you know, not like the Doom that they just re-released, which I hear is excellent because they really kept to the original idea of Doom. So it just looks really awesome now. But, so let's see, what am I supposed to do here? I got one more thing to do in this zone. Why am I in the middle of the screen? And nobody told me. Or I didn't notice. No one is yelling like, you are a lamer and you do suck. See what I mean? This is why I say I'm a lamer and I suck, because, you know, this is the kind of stuff I do. I was showing someone the different views, and then I left it on this view. PUBG looks awesome, you know. Fortnite looks awesome. They all look fun. I mean, I'm sure I'll just parachute in and die immediately, just like I did in the WoW Battlegrounds. This is pretty much what happened. Is, you know, I would get about 4 feet, and then I would get ganked. So that's my memory of WoW Battlegrounds. So, you know, for like doing the long strange trip achievement in WoW, which, you know, like before they changed the way mount speed worked, if you wanted a fast speed mount, the only one you could really get if you weren't a PvPer or a raider was the purple drake that came from that achievement. So, and so most of the achievements were, you know, they had to do with the holidays, but there was a whole handful of them that were PvP achievements. And since I totally suck at PvP, I had to do like basically, like, the one I really remember was you had to carry the flag in Eye of the Storm. And, you know, as a paladin, that was my main. Paladins aren't even well suited for doing that job. So I just remember going in the battleground one after another, and you constantly grabbing the flag and running and getting killed, and grabbing it again and getting killed, and then getting it in the battleground again and grabbing. So there's nothing you could do, really. Or nothing I could do. I have no skills. So I just, you know, grabbed the flag and ran and got killed probably 47 times in a row or more. And finally, at some point, I finally grabbed the flag and ran all the way and actually was able to put the flag in a base. And I think you had to do that only once. But that was one requirement that you had to do. It was just so... But, you know, you just hit all your heals, exactly. But, you know, you hit all your heals and run, you bubble if you can. But, you know, the experienced PvPers, they know how long your bubble will last. And they know, and they have all this, at the time, they had all this resilience gear, and they were just really super powerful. And people that were serious about PvP had all these really awesome gear. And I didn't even have any PvP gear. So... to do that achievement, that was one of the hardest things in it. So I just kept grabbing the flag and running over and over until finally I just got a game where everybody, in it just happened to not have any idea what to do. And so I was able to grab the flag and run and go to one of the bases. But yeah, spamming all my heals. That's really all I could think of doing. So, and I managed. But, finally, the ironic thing was when I finally made it to the base and got the flag all the way, there was just nobody else around and I didn't have to do anything. I just had to grab the flag and run. And finally, there was just, nobody there. Maybe it was a whole group of, maybe there was a pre-made groups. There were some pre-made groups in there, and they were all working on that achievement. That's possible, too, that they were all just, okay, it's your turn to grab the flag, Jimmy. Okay, I'm going to grab the flag, Yeah, maybe. That's the thing. So let's see, what did you say? When you have the right crew, you won't die that fast. Me and my crew. Yeah, well, I see that. I've, watched some good players and, some good teams. And, they play well together, and then, I watched them kind of take a couple of noobs and kind of show them what to do. So, yeah, I guess there's a thing there. So that may be the way, go in with a crew and don't go solo. Although, I think it's kind of funny to watch a lamer like me try to do something like solo, that when they have no idea what to do, I think it can be funny. So, I'm thinking of doing Black Desert online and doing that, just not even learning anything about it, just jumping right into it and doing a stream and just seeing how it goes and see what happens. Because I'm sure it'll be, funny to some people that I have no idea what I'm doing, and they'll be yelling at me, why don't just go right there? It's right there. It's right in front of you. Just pick it up. Why are you going that way? So, yeah, I don't know. So what's this? Thunder Cleft? What is this, is this a horde thing, or what is? I never discovered this little area before. This is new. So even though I got Lore Master and I got all the discovery things, I didn't. So Johnny River, I guess I have that. I don't know. Well, anyway, see, this is what happens when you have ADD. You just keep getting distracted from one thing to another. What am I supposed to be getting over here? Suncrawler? What's a Suncrawler? It's got to be some kind of crawler, I would think. What does it look like? I got 0 sun crawlers so far. Where are they supposed to? Is there what does a sun crawler look like? Or are these any of these things maybe? Scuttlers or I don't know, I don't see anything. There's nothing lit up for the quest. And it doesn't appear to be anything in the water either. Maybe I should read the quest. What do you say to that? Maybe I should do that. So let's see, what does it say here? Collect 7 sun crawlers in the forest north of Angler's Wharf. Certain fish are only attracted to certain fish are only attracted to bright lights. The forest north of here is a home to local Pandaria firefly called a suncrawler. Oh, it's a firefly. You should be able to find them on the base of the tree trunks all around the area. Bring me back a handful of them and I can use them for bait. Okay. All right. 420 blazing. Have I ever smoked weed before? Well, let's see. I grew up in the 60s and 70s, so have I ever smoked weed before? Yes. Okay, I'll say yes. But you know what? I didn't like it very much. It's not for me. It makes my heart beat too fast or something. I don't know, man. It's not. I don't have the addictive gene, let me say. I'll say that much. But even then, I kind of don't I kind of like, if I were going to pick something to do that I'm familiar with, I think drinking alcohol is a thing that is like relaxing to do. So maybe I probably would like that. I think in general I like that better. I don't do that a whole heck of a lot, but I mean it's like, you know, if you get drunk all the time, then it's no fun to get drunk. But you know, if you don't, then when you do it, it's fun. Or it's fun to just drink a little bit just for the taste of it or whatever, and it's just a little relaxing or whatever. But you know, yeah, you know exactly. I don't have a problem with it. So it's not like I mean, I had a friend that you know, like had a lot of money, and he wasn't really sure what to do with his newfound wealth, so he did a lot of going out drinking, and he wanted me to go with him all the time, and you know, so I did this drinking with him, and so this is kind of by way of explaining my not having an addictive personality, at least to substances, but. So I did this, like this became my lifestyle for a month or two until, you know, he finally moved on to something else. And after that, I don't think I had a drink again for like, I don't know, probably almost a year. You know, I like keep a couple of beers in the fridge or something, and I won't drink them for like 6 or 8 months. And then all of a sudden I get this kind of craving, and I got a couple of frosted mugs in there just in case. And it's just so good, you know. It's just like the perfect thing. And does that make me weird or something? I don't know. Maybe it does. So where are these fireflies supposed to be? I don't see a single firefly anywhere here. It says it's supposed to be kind of around here. Then if I get into this zone, I'm kind of no longer where the... Oh, here we go. There's a firefly. See, that's the thing. I saw these before, and I thought, I wonder if these things are for a quest, or are they just sprites? You know, are they just here for atmosphere? And now I realize they really were here for a quest. That was many, many streams ago. So, how many of these fireflies am I supposed to get? I got to get like 2 more. So, you know, yeah, strangely enough, this is kind of more of my like from my parents' era, but I love the taste and the mood of a good vodka martini, and you know, that can be really good, and just when you're just in the mood for it, it's really a good thing. But you know, it's like my parents' generation, you know, they were the ones kind of grew up in the 40s and 50s, and there was kind of a drink mixing cocktail culture that they kind of grew up around, where like everyone mixed drinks, and when you had parties, you had all these mixed drinks, and everyone had these drink mixing kits that they mixed drinks with, and you know, I hear that's kind of come back into fashion a little bit, you know. So I don't really know. I'm rarely part of a trend. But I don't know. All my life, too, people ask me if they didn't ask me if I got high. They asked me if I was high. You know, I got that a lot too. So, are you stoned, dude? What's going on, dude? Are you high? Are you getting high? What are you high on? I'm like, yeah, I know. It comes up a lot. Are you high, dude? So they usually use that voice too, like the Bill and Ted voice. Are you high? So it's like everyone sounds like Bill and Ted when they ask people those kind of questions for some reason.
You need something?
All right, Suncrawler. These should do nicely, Elisa. Thank you for the help.
Safe travels.
+1 fishing skill. I always thought you should get like +5 for those kind of quests, but I mean, you could get +1 fishing just like in 2 seconds. Fishing, you might get like, you know, I could have got +20 fishing in the time it took me to do these quests.
Serpent,
So let's see. How many? There was no monkey quest this time. Sometimes he has one I've seen.
May I help?
I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to do with these charms of lesser charms of fate or whatever. I guess they're for, like, you can trade them maybe for seals of fate stuff or whatever. I'm not sure. I just don't know. I'm just, but yeah, you know, 420 blazing, I'm sure that's a possibility. That's maybe what happened during that Eye of the Storm session where I got the flag. Nobody was anywhere because they were all just sitting in the starting area and they were just like getting high. It's possible. It's possible. But, and I remember, like, I think another part of that achievement was to get, like, a certain number of honor kills or something. I don't remember. So I just ran into Alterac Valley, and I just ran around. And sometimes if you're close enough to whatever groups you're in, you get honorable kills just running around. And then I try to, you know, participate a little. Or sometimes I like to help out. I get the mines in Alterac Valley. Look at this. See, there's like this big thing here. There's Alliance. There's like a big battle going on here. People are running in fear. Alliance people are running in fear. And there's Horde people here, and they have guns, and they're just having a little battle here. This is going to bring... bad things are going to happen here. So the Shah is going to rise out of the sand here if they keep, you know, if they keep participating in all of this senseless violence. So, and I don't know. Does anyone know? Like, there's supposedly a flight point here. It shows on the map, but I'm kind of guessing that it's just from, like, see, it's right here. There's a little blue flight point thing, and I'm thinking like that it was just, you know, the air. It's phased out now, but it's the airship, like when you first arrived here, and maybe there was a flight point on the airship. That's the only thing I can think of, because there's nothing ever happens here as far as, and this is pretty much where you started. This is a starting area for Pandaria, so I'm guessing that that's what this flight point is about. Is there was a flight point. There was like a griffin on the airship, and you know, if anyone's ever watched my streams before, they know I don't look things up. Okay, I wonder about things. I try to use my memory as much as possible because, you know, anyone can look stuff up. So I figure, well, if I rely on my memory, then that makes it interesting. I can try and see, because memory is very fallible, and even if you experience something a number of times, you can still remember it wrong just by revisiting the memory and kind of rewriting it a little bit. So, so I don't know. Now I've done some Nat Pagel stuff, and I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I've done some, you know, I can bring him those fish periodically. If I fish, I can find, you know, and then there's the Half Hill Market. I think that's what in the, where is that again? I think that's where is that anyway? Isn't that in? Isn't that? It's not here, is it? I don't think it is. I think Half Hill Market is in the Valley of the Four Winds. Yeah. So where am I now? I'm over some flight point here. Podon Village. This is like the first place you go. This is just gorgeous. I mean, that's a thing that struck me in just from my slight experience, like starting a Pandaren. I did this in the very beginning of the expansion, and I never played much after that. But so I didn't get to know anything about the weird, you know, like all the dailies they have, and having a farm and the pet battles and all this stuff. I just kind of did like looked around enough to see what it looked like, and I said, well, okay, this is kind of like Cataclysm, I thought, because you know, there's like a phase starting area, or you know, like when first time I played a Warg, and I thought, well, this is kind of a drag. So basically, all this whole area isn't even going to become a major city. It's just going to be a ruin, and it's going to have like a couple of dogs and horses running around this whole continent, and that's going to be all that's even ever used for. Seems like a shame. So, but and the same thing with the Pandaren thing. So you start a Pandaren, and you can't even go back to that little floating turtle island. And then if you're not a Pandaren, you can't go there at all, I guess, unless maybe there's a hack for it or something. There might be a late nights with curvycom. I misread that. I thought it said laughing out loud with curvycom, because I was kind of back here. These glasses, they have kind of a short zone. I wish I didn't have to wear them at all, you know, because I grew up not wearing glasses. My vision is good enough where, you know, basically it wasn't perfect, I found out later, but it's, you know, everything at this distance is going to be blurry for me. So, you know, I got these kind of weak reading glasses, and I actually need a set that are maybe even a little weaker so that I can see, you know, like me, because for these to be in focus, I have to be kind of like about 1.5 feet away, maybe 18 inches. And so that's good for my main monitor, but this monitor over here, you know, which, oh no! Like that's the webcam muting button. I got, like, for when I want to show people stuff, I can show you this monitor. And that monitor's over here, and it's stretchy. It's turned on its side. It's a Dell monitor. It's one of the, you know, I got one really good 19.2 monitor that's really big, and then all my other monitors, everything else I have is just ghetto. You know, just get it from the Goodwill or the whatever thrift store. It costs like, you know, $9, and you just hook them up, or you get an adapter. My 980 you can put like 5 monitors into it or something if you want. So I haven't hooked this other one up yet, but I've got like an adapter that allows you to plug like a VGA type monitor into a regular display port. And but I haven't tried it yet. So now I could probably use another, like a third monitor over here. So. I was just so I don't know now. What am I doing? I'm just chilling, I guess. But I was going to get on the kite and go to the Half Hill Market. That's what I was doing. I think I, you know, need to drink more caffeine and have a little more nicotine. It does help a little with ADD. I think it's not as effective as Ritalin, which I also have, and which I sometimes take, but I take a very low dose of it, but it does make a difference, at least. But anyway, Half Hill, yeah, that's where I want to go. I want to see what's going on over there, I guess. I'm laughing. I'm still laughing at your weed question. I don't know. You know, it's kind of interesting. I grew up in the grade school I went to was a really tame grade school where, like, the worst thing anyone ever did was, like, you know, spit their gum out on the sidewalk or something. And one day, like, the weed kid showed up. You know, like, back then, you'd get a transfer student in from somewhere else, and he'd be, like, the weed kid. And, so he set about corrupting all of my friends. So, I mean, now they got, like, metal detectors in school, so, you know, but that was not an issue when I was a kid, at least in the school district I grew up in. So, you know, even my high school was really tame. The high school I went to was really tame, except for the last year. They started putting up fences and stuff, and all that seemed unnecessary, but then it became a much wilder school. I guess they shuffled up the districts or something, or I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it became a more adventurous place and a little more dangerous. Maybe someplace where maybe you shouldn't send your kids. That's all I'm thinking, maybe, you know. So here I am. Am I at the Half Hill Market? Is this it? I've got a little fish following me in a bubble. Fish in a bubble. Fish in a bubble, he's a fish that swims around in a bubble. That's like basically every Saturday morning cartoon like commercial for some action figure or toy was basically like that. So I guess that's where I get that. Stealth kitty. Stealth kitty, he's a kitty that can become invisible. He's undetectable unless he gets too close to you. Stealth kitty. Anyway, I'm like wanting to, see, that's a bug.
Hello.
You go stealth, and then you de-stealth, and then all the mobs still have the little, you know, this is a mob that can detect stealth kind of thing on here. Well, there's no more dailies here, so what's the deal here with this?
Greetings, wanderer.
Replenishing the pantry. I just need to replenish the pantry somehow. It's hard to learn how to cook if you don't have the ingredients to cook with. Oh, bundle of groceries.
Next
So
one,
basically,
son.
you have to get a, yeah, you have to get like the bags to put things in. One of these guys around here sells these.
Welcome.
I don't remember which one it is. It's not. This is cooking supplies. I can't remember. One of these people though sell these.
Tell me of your travels.
And it's not the quartermaster either, but someone around here sells these things where you can package up meat or fish or whatever into groceries.
Take your time. Enjoy.
I can't remember where this vendor is here. I know I just saw him though. I noticed it. He sold
Slow down. White Tiger watch over you.
vermin. The numbers are endless. But we don't have to do too much here. Yeah, I don't remember where that NPC is. There's one of the ones up here somewhere. One of the ones around here somewhere is he sells. It's not one of these grill masters or whatever. It's master of the steamer, master of the pot, master of the wok, seed vendor.
Please, browse my
That must
wares.
have something to do with your farm, if you can get your farm. Master of the brew. Kitchen storage vendor. This is where you get these things. So, empty raw tiger steak container. So, turns raw turtle meat into a bag of groceries. So, basically, whatever meat you have. Okay, I've got some carp. I've got some carp here. I've got 20 carp. Let me see. Is there a thing for carp? Empty golden carp container. Oh, 60 golden carp. Oh my gosh. Wait. Yeah, golden carp. Is there a... That seems to be that's about all there is. Yeah, I don't really know what to do here. You know, I'm not sure like how to what I should be doing. I think you know what the dailies aren't here. I think the dailies are because I kind of remember seeing some. Wait, is there a quest here? What's this? There is. There's a quest. Farmer Yoon. How did I miss this? Farmer Yoon wipes his brow. A helping hand. I've been pushing and shoving and hammering all morning, but it's hopeless. These rocks won't budge. It will be a breeze, Grandpa said. Farming is like breathing, he said. Maybe for him, but not for me. How am I supposed to succeed at this whole farming thing if I can't even clear my farm for planting? Hey, wait a minute. You look like you got some muscle on you. No, I really look like a bird, actually. You know, pandas, they're going to assume I'm a bird. They've never seen a druid before. Let me see. Would you be willing to help me out just until I catch my breath? Sure, why not? What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to move some rocks? Oh, I have to break up some rocks. He's just going to go have a beer, I know. This guy is going to have a beer. He's going inside. He's going to get drunk. He's going to get drunk while I, like, break up these rocks. Okay. I like these little shrines that they have. So I'm going to go break up some rocks. How many do I need to break? I need to break some, though. All right, let me see. I need some more rocks. I need 2 more rocks. There's one here. Oh wait, what did I just do? You're swinging the axe the wrong way. There we go. And then I know I saw one over here too. There's one over here. This'll do. All right, I'll take this one. That was something too. After talk about a vanilla story or whatever. I just liked how you used to be able to just right-click on something, and if you ran up to it, you would loot it or whatever. And then somehow, in the way they scaled Wrath of the Lich King or something, that never worked anymore. It would always say you were too far away or something. What? You cleared those rocks? That was great news. Maybe now I can actually start growing something on this farm.
May the mist protect you.
All right, well, that's it. Well, I guess he doesn't have any more. That's just one little quest. Maybe that's just something I missed when I was here. Maybe that was all there was. It doesn't seem like there's anything. Oh, he's going to like... Oh. Something going on here. Yoon says, hey, do I hear someone outside? Hey, Yoon, come out here. Farmer Yoon says, you are the Howhan Mudclaw, right? Head of the Tillers Union. They are the master farmers in all of Pandaria. Howhan Mudclaw says, you've taken over the ranch for good, eh? Yeah, my father. Yes, sir. My grandfather left me this farm, just moved in the other day. Nice to meet you, neighbor. You even know how to run a farm? Know what? I'll save you the trouble. Sell me this here piece of land and go back where you came from. But it's my family farm. I can't sell it. You join the Tillers. Ha! You'd have to prove your farming skills to all 5 members of the council. They would never vote for you. Never say never, Yoon says. My grandpa always said, I'm going to give it my best shot. Do as you please, city boy, but I'll wager you won't last a week. I mean, just look at this dump. I give him 5 days. 2 days tops. Come on, boys, let's leave him to his farming. So, all right. So basically, I guess this is where the farm thing starts. Do you hear what those tillers said about me being a city paw? Sure, I grew up in Dawn's Blossom, but I visited my grandpa a few times. I know the difference between a carrot and a turnip. One's orange and one's white, after all. Okay. What are you going to do, Farmer Yoon? You know what? I'm going to show them that I can also become a master farmer. You and I will work on this together, I'm guessing. I'm going to turn this farm into one of the most prosperous in the valley. It's too much work for one Pandaria. Now, what do you say? You want to help me?
Next one's on me.
Sure thing.
Tell me of your travels.
Okay. Next one's on me. Learn and grow. Number 1, seeds. First thing, okay, if we're going to be partners, you've got to learn how to harvest crops. You want to harvest crops, you've got to plant seeds. Now, it's my understanding that Mr. Grainfell, no, wasn't that it? Greedfill? No, that doesn't sound right. Greenfield, that's his name. He's the man to see for the seeds. Greenfield's got a stall over at Half Hill Market directly southeast of here. Go see him and pick up some vegetable seeds. All right, I can do that. I can do that. All right, so I'm going to say I just have to go talk to this guy then, huh? All right.
Please browse my wares.
Where do these birds keep coming from? They keep dying all over the market. What's the cause of that? They drop out of the sky the whole time you're here. Is there like a marksman shooting them somewhere that I'm not seeing, or I've just been wondering about that a lot.
May the mists protect you.
There's a monkey here with a chef's hat, cooking supplies. He has old recipes that are not very useful. So, seed guy, okay? I'm here to pick up seeds for Farmer Yoon. He just inherited Sunsong Ranch. You can literally see him from where you are standing. He's just right there. Oh, yes, of course, the Sunsong place, just over yonder. Was just wondering who might be moving in on that. Okay. All right. When you come back to market with the biggest, juiciest vegetables anyone's ever seen, you tell them where you got the seeds.
On me.
Okay? I got seeds now. All right. This is how it happens. This is where the magic happens, gang. This is where the magic happens.
Welcome.
All right. Did you hear what those tillers said about me? Okay. All right. Learn and grow, number 1. How did it go, partner? Did you get those seeds? Greenfield? Yeah. Packet of seeds. He waved at me, and he gave you the first pack of seeds for free? Well, what a nice guy. You're doing a great job so far. Here's a little seed money. Ha, 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 ha. Okay. I'm going to say, okay, now we got our seeds. It's time to plant them. First, we have to prepare the soil. You got to till the soil and break it up. Make it a nice bed for our little sprouts. All right. Till those 2 plots of soils over there, and then plant the seeds in them. So, little plots of soil. How do I do it? How do I do this tilling? Oh, like this. I till. Doesn't take very long. See, I remember tilling in actual field actually took a lot longer than that. But, okay, these little 2 plots, then what? What now? Oh, then plant the seeds? How do I plant the seeds? Easy grow green cabbage seeds. I just do this. That's 1 planted. Invalid target. Do I have to target it? I guess I do. Okay, I got 2 things of seeds planted. All right. Oh, are they turning into cabbages already? Well, that's wild. Okay. Okay. Hello. All right, let me see. Learn and grow. 2, tilling and planting.
Complete.
All right. Work's not done yet, though, so what do I have to do now? Unia cabbage is like a woman. Ignore her and she'll turn rotten. Pamper her and she'll grow big and plump, and you can put a ribbon on her and take her to market to show her off to your friend. Oh, look, he was from a different time, okay? The point is, now our cabbages have sprouted. They need attention. Today, they look a little dry, so you should water them. Here's the old watering can Grandpa left. It will always be near the field if you need it. Okay.
Jade Serpent guide you.
The old watering can here. Is this that? Do I have it? I have it. I'm just supposed to use it. What am I supposed to do with it? Do I have to fill it with water? Just sprinkle water. It's already got it. Like that. Okay, one thing watered. The other thing watered. All right, well, that's doing good.
Hello.
And did you hear those? Okay, did you hear what those tillers said about me? Okay, we already know that. Okay, so let's see. Learn and grow 3, tending crops. They're looking good. They were thirsty, but you never know. I got all kinds of advice from my grandpa, so if you're ever unsure how to take care of something, feel free to ask. He talked to his grandpa a lot. His grandpa probably smoked a pipe and told him about the good old days. And time for our hard work to pay off. Normally we'd have to wait a day before the crops were ready to harvest. Amazing how things in those seeds Greenfield gave us were specifically designed to grow fast. The yield won't be worth much, but they'll be good for stepping new farmers through the process. Our cabbages should be ready to harvest. I'll let you do the honors, of course.
Protect you.
Okay, harvesting. Harvesting the cabbage. What do I do? Okay, there they are. They're ready. Green acres. I've got an achievement here, which is successfully harvest your first crop. All right. Now what do I do? So there's like a couple of things here.
Welcome.
And, okay, learn and grow for harvesting. Look at those buttes. I think I'm getting the hang of this farmer thing. I'm cheering for him, even though I did all the work. He should be cheering for me, don't you think? Okay, I'm getting the hang of this farmer thing. Well, those are the basics. Till the soil, plant the seeds, tend to any threats, then wait for the results. Today was easy, but stay on your toes. My grandfather told me all kinds of crazy stories about farming. Farming ain't all giant turnips and roses, Okay. Oh, I got, come back the next day to harvest your bounty, this thing. Okay, ready for the real thing. Here's the real thing. So what are we going to have to do? Look around the ranch.
Next one is on me.
Find a gift, take to the neighbor. So what do I have to do now? And I have to do a... It's nice. I wonder if you can fish in that. It's probably too shallow. Water too shallow, yeah? All right. Well, and I got like 4 plots I can do now. Is that true? And well, I did bump up the bit rate and the resolution, and we'll have to see how that's going to work. I really have I should make this big and just have a look and see what it looks like. It does look better. Well, I'm using a rather slow bit rate, but I'm not sure what, the... I'm not sure what the, I'm running 1280 by 720 this time, but I only bumped the bit rate up just a little bit because I basically, especially this time of night, seems like the servers get pretty bogged down, so you can't go pretty fast. Usually you have to go with the lowest of everything. So I decided to bump it up a little bit and just see what happened. Just using a low bit rate and a larger resolution, that's another thing you can do, and maybe you get less frames, or you get more interpolation of pixels, or I'm not sure exactly, but it's the same thing with low bit rate in sound. Is you get a lower resolution sound. So, yeah, I'm not sure which is best to do. Like if it's best to just lower the bit rate and leave the resolution the way that because it seems like Twitch wants to stream things in 720p regardless of how low it was recorded. So it converts it to 720p and streams it in 720p, which is like surprising. This is not really necessary. Like why would they do that exactly? But it seems like a waste of processor power to like upscale a file to a higher resolution, because you're not really going to get real detail. Although I don't know, they look a lot better though. These low resolution streams, they look a lot better than I expect them to look. That's for sure. So anyway, I don't know. I'm just maybe I should. It's been a little while. Maybe I should go like say hello to everyone in the big lurk fest here. I'll say still lurking. I'll say it in my own channel, and I'll say it to everyone just 'cause. I think actually some of these are empty now. Some of these have signed off already, actually. I'm using Merc for some of my chatting capabilities, and it's interesting that I remember when Merc was just written and maintained by one guy. His name is Khalid Mardimbe, and I sent him $20 in an envelope because I thought his program was so great. And when Merc first came out, and he was for the longest time the only one who worked on it, the only one who maintained it, and it looks pretty much the same now as it did. Maybe it has some more capabilities, but he was pretty good with adding the features. So, and yeah, Merc is amazingly still very familiar in the way it works. It's very similar to the way when the last time I touched Merc, I gotta say it was probably at least 10 years ago, maybe more. Well, let's see. Maybe closer to 20 years ago. That's interesting. Gosh, what a strange thing. Boy, does time fly. Yeah, Khalid Mardimbe, he wrote Merc. He maintained it. It was his single. It was his baby for the longest time. And he finally found like a buyer for it, and he just sold it to this company that still maintains it today. And it's still usable. It still works great. It still pretty much has the same spirit of the, it still keeps the same spirit of the way the old version of it used to work. And people have found all kinds of uses for it, like, for chatting in Twitch chat. It's really useful. I guess the Twitch people decided to use IRC for their instant messaging as the backbone to it. And it probably makes sense because IRC is already a thing that works. IRC goes way back to the beginning of the internet, like in the 70s and 80s when nobody heard of what the internet was. That's something. The internet relay chat was something that already existed then. So, email, Usenet, web browser was not a thing back in the day. FTP client was a thing, or FTP protocol anyway. A lot of this was done over text-based, computing, terminals basically, terminal windows. Yeah, it's interesting, huh? And Merc is still around. You know, I remember I spent so much time on IRC back in the 90s, the early 90s. That was like 92, I think, or maybe a little, I don't know, maybe a little after that, but yeah, now around 92. Around 92, yeah, because there was a thing, I remember I got a 386, and then shortly after that, like just a few years, maybe a year later, I had a friend of mine who worked for one of those little companies that builds PCs that they used to have back then. They probably don't have that too much anymore, but little companies that put PCs, put custom PCs together. That was a big thing for a while. And my friend worked for that company, and so I went to his company and said, I want a PC, so I want you guys to build me this PC. And I got a 486, which was the thing. And it had a ZIF socket in it, and you could put a Pentium overdrive chip in it. And that was for the first Pentium-related thing that you could get, although I never did that. I just got a better computer after a year or so. But, I know, but Merc is still around. No need to miss it, man. Merc is still around. It's still around. It's very useful for Twitch too. I will say that. It has a lot of utility for Twitch, because the backbone of Twitch chat and other aspects of the way Twitch works are based on IRC. So I was kind of nostalgic for Merc, and I thought, wow, Merc. So, I actually said, which chat client should I use if I'm going to do separate chat? And so I hunted around on YouTube for some tutorials, and then I came up with, using Merc for Twitch. And I thought, oh, that's perfect. I'm very familiar with Merc. I even wrote scripts for Merc and stuff. So, it's the perfect thing for me because I'm already familiar with it. Although, it's been a long time. I found it to be exactly the same, pretty much. It's still maybe a little more polished up than it was, but it's awesome. I love Merc. But I'll probably never even connect to the FNet again or whatever. I mean, it was fun in those days. I don't know. Like, I spent a lot of time chatting to different people all over the world, and, so basically, I just have to do these. Maybe I'm going to save these for later. Maybe do them tomorrow or something. I don't know. But I guess this is how you do the half-hill market. This is how you get the farm. And then there's, I seem to remember there were dailies over here. Like, this lady here had, like, farm dailies. There's, like, some lady over here, some panda lady. Some very nice panda lady, and she had me do some things, and I cannot remember. There's like all kinds of vermin all over here, but I think some of these things turn into dailies. I seem to remember that. I don't know. I thought I saw blue. I could have sworn I saw blue exclamation marks here somewhere, but I'm not seeing them right now. Yeah, I don't know. Well, Twitch client disconnected and reconnected. I don't know, what was that all about? That happens sometimes. I'm never sure what that's all about. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting. I can't believe with this kind of lurking and a few people hanging out, I'm like in the double digits here. I feel like it was like when I hit level 10 in WoW, and I'm like, wow, double digits. I'm just so awesome. I felt like a grown-up, like when you turn from 9 to 10 and you're in double digit guy, now all of a sudden you're double digits. I've got the double digits. I'm like a grown-up. 10 years old, I'm a grown-up. Double digits. Anyway, so I don't know. I don't know where these dailies were. I swear there were dailies up here somewhere. But evidently they're not here. I don't know where they are. So, I don't know. There should be like people yelling at me, like telling me where the dailies are. That would be great. If there were enough of you, that's what would happen, probably. Be yelling at me, going, "They're right there, man. You passed them 3 times already. Why don't you see them? You're such a lamer. Why don't you just look, man? They're right there." But, I know like yesterday when I was looking for this one piece of amber for a quest, I cringed as I passed, like watching my stream back again. I was cringing like every time, like the darn thing was on camera even. I was looking directly at it over and over, you know, and I finally I finally realized I've been looking right at it, you know, like for like 10 minutes, and I was flying around all over the place looking for this thing. But there's like this lady, you water her plants for her or something, and then after you do this thing, it becomes a dailies, I thought. I could have sworn I saw dailies from here. I don't know. Maybe not. Look at all this stuff. There's all this stuff, and it's like not for anything. But it is gorgeous, you know. It is gorgeous, you guys. Saw you in the Sloth General P-Town Jerry's stream, lurking in here now. Hi, Stumpy. Yeah, we're just hanging out here doing stuff. I'm looking for dailies. I could have sworn there were dailies in here, but you know, so that's kind of the fun of this particular stream, is that I'm just in Pandaria, and I didn't play Pandaria. I didn't play the expansion at all. So I know nothing about it. So I've gone through and done all the quests now, but I didn't do much of the daily stuff or whatever. I swear there were dailies here. It's so confusing. And yeah, well, I will give you a lurk back. You play a bunch of WoW now. That's pretty cool. Do you know if there's dailies in this area? There's supposed to be, I thought, but I mean, the thing about Pandaria is you find dailies all the time. No, I don't have. I only have one. I only have one horde character, and you don't want me to do PvP. I am a lamer and I suck. That is my tagline. So you don't want, like, even though I'm a total noob, even though I've been playing WoW for 11 years. So I've been playing since almost vanilla, just after Burning Crusade came out. That's when I started playing, but I only had the vanilla game for a while. And, you know, back then, the vanilla game was still the same, and when you bought the expansion, the map changed, etc., etc. So, yeah, I don't see any dailies here. I don't think there are any dailies in this vicinity at all. I swear I saw those dailies there. But I guess not. It was my imagination. How can there be this huge farm area and no dailies? Because, I mean, everyone knows that, like, Pandaria was all about the dailies. I have one horde character, because I figured I might as well have one. So I have a Death Knight that's horde. And my only Death Knight is horde, because I don't play a Death Knight really that much. So I said, well, okay, if I'm going to do the Death Knight, I guess I'll do a horde character. Then I will have at least one horde character that isn't like level 3 or something, since I don't play horde that much. So, I don't know, I've leveled like a Tauren. I love the Tauren starting zone. The Tauren starting zone is just gorgeous. You know, it's just like a place you'd want to be. You just want to live there. You know, wouldn't you like to just like live in a place like that? Looks really nice. Yeah, so that's what I was wondering is why aren't there any dailies in this farm area? Why aren't you, like, helping this lady to clean up her vermin problem, like, every single day? There were lots of dailies. I did the, here, let me show you. I did the Azure Cloud Serpent daily. You know, I did the daily for the Serpent Riders, and I got one Serpent mount, and I was so stoked when I got this. And I started to do, well, you have a good night, Rubik. It was really nice to have you in the stream. Thanks for stopping by. And you know, maybe next time you come by, I'll have like panels and overlays in my channel. I don't know. I've been putting it off here for a week or more. So anyway, having this mount is really cool. I didn't buy the other two mounts, but kind of why I was here in this in Pandaria anyway is I was trying to get the Grand Expedition Yak, which I still don't have. You know, which is the mount that has the transmog guy on it. Used to be a reforger, I think, but they took reforging out of the game after Pandaria was over, so there was no reforging anymore. So they put a transmog guy on it instead, which was a great choice. That was the perfect thing to do. But anyway, 120,000 gold, or maybe 107 if you have like a guild perk. There's no rep. There's no amount of rep you can get from anyone that will make that cheaper. I understand there's no rep discount. And so anyway, I was just like thinking, it's funny when I came through here, I just don't know. Do I have like maybe the low-level quests unchecked or something? No, I don't. Everything's checked that should be checked. Yeah, it's nothing really. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the dailies were daunting. That's what everyone said. And I swear when I did these quests in here that they turned into dailies, and I saw dailies in here, but I just don't see them now. I really don't. I really don't see them at all. I don't see any dailies anywhere. So I did the Nat Pagal dailies, and I did the Cloud Serpent dailies, and well, some of the dailies, the criteria quests. So those are like the ones where you give people stuff and it raises your friendship with them, and is that what you're talking about? I know there's that in the game, and I haven't done a whole lot of that. So, you know, it tells you so-and-so it says so-and-so likes beer. If you give him beer, you know, he'll like that. And so-and-so likes turnips, and, you know, so I don't know. I don't even keep track of, like, all of these things. But I could have sworn after I did these quests for that lady, you know, where you go around, you water all of her plants, and you kill some of the vermin, and I swear that some of those turned into dailies, and I saw them, and I might have even done one or two of them that same day when I was questing. Because, you know, even if I'm not into doing the dailies, I'll still do them if I'm there in the zone, because you might as well do them along with your other quests if you're just leveling or whatever. So, you know, like, I'll do them anyway. But as far as the grindy dailies, I did a lot of Argent Tournament, because, you know, that's you can upgrade you can buy you can buy more than half of the heirlooms there, and you know, with champions marks or whatever, and you can also once you've got all of the ones you can get, like through the guild vendor and the other vendor in Ironforge or whatever your major city, and you can you can get the first tier upgrade items too, to upgrade them to tier 1. Now they have 3 tiers, and I'm not sure what the point of going all the way up to max level is on the heirlooms, because the gear that you get with other, you know, the other gear is better, but I guess if you want the leveling speed, I guess that kind of makes sense in a way. So I don't know, I'm not really sure, but suppose at some point I'm going to have to figure out what bot I want to put in my channel or whatever, what combination of bots, you know. I have no idea of any of these things. And there's a lot of bots available. You know, right at Twitch there's bots you can use, and I guess there may be some others too, but you know, there's a bot that does lurk for lurk, sort of helps you with lurk for lurk or follow for follow things, or there's like a lot of things you can do with bots to help you police your channel. If you get trolls, you can more effectively deal with them. Nightbot, right? I see Nightbot a lot. Streamlabs, Nightbot and Streamlabs, and I kind of want to use Streamlabs OBS, and so, you know, I've been looking into that, but I didn't use it right away. I downloaded it about a week or so ago, but I didn't use it right away because even though it could import all your scenes, it couldn't import like all my VST plugins and filters that I'm using, so that means I have to do those by hand and recreate that. So that means I have to work on it a little bit. And I'm not even an affiliate yet, although I guess you don't have to be an affiliate to use Streamlabs. I mean, you can even get donations and stuff via Streamlabs, and you don't have to be an affiliate. But, you know, an affiliate's just for bits. Am I right? I think that's right. I'm not positive, but I think it's just for bits. And then, or subscriptions. Can you get subscriptions? If you get subscriptions, like you get half the money or something like that. I'm not sure how it works. So, but yeah, but so I see Nightbot a lot, and I saw some kind of like lurk bot or something. I can't remember what it was, but I saw a couple of things. If you go to the channels that have like, you know, they're more closer to like they have 100 people watching, you'll see there's a lot of bots that they have going, and yeah, I thought it was pretty impossible to get followers when I first got in this, and I realized how easy it was. It's really not all that hard at all. You don't even have to go like to a channel where you do follow exchange. It's actually pretty easy to do. Getting people to watch, that's a, you know, lurk for lurk is a thing, you know, that seems like a good way to get started. And, but, you know, at some point you really have to really connect with people. That's the only way they're going to stay in your channel and watch. Oh, discovered the southern wall. I got credit for that. And have I discovered the whole Valley of the Four Winds? At least I could do that. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I'm just so let's see. Yeah, this is Valley of the Four Winds. Vale of Eternal Blossoms. I don't know if I've discovered it all. Looks like there's some parts of it I haven't actually discovered. Is it probably have to get all that for Explore Pandaria, right? Because I think I've got most of that. So let me see. Exploration. Pandaria Explorer. Oh, well, I guess so. Let's say. I guess, I don't know. Well, that's interesting. So it says I've got everything. But I guess Kunlai Summit, Vale of Eternal Blossoms. Vale of Eternal Blossoms is not required for Explore Pandaria? No. Oh, it says I've got it. Oh, maybe I did it with another. Oh, I did it with another character. That's why. So it still says I have like a couple things to get in there. So, yeah, I see. All right, I get it now. Vale of Eternal Blossoms. It looks like I've got at least 2 things to discover. So right over in here, I guess I did it with another character. Maybe I flew over it with my main or something. Yeah, Nightbot and Streamlabs. Nightbot, Streamlabs. At some point we'll figure all this out. I don't know. The Five Sisters. Was that on the list? Was it? It was. It was indeed on the list. So there's one more thing. Shrine of the Two Moons. Gate of the Setting Sun. Can you get through this gate? It's got a rare in front of it. How do you get through this gate? How do you open this gate? Is there a way to do it? I think this gate is not openable. There's like a war wagon and there's mantids swarming all over the place. Some rare stuff, and there's all kinds of, like, it's a big battle going on here anyway. Yinjiang Road. So it kind of looks like up here is something that I haven't discovered, but I guess it doesn't count, you know? Basically, I guess it doesn't count for anything. And I know somewhere along the wall are a couple of dailies I've seen. Yeah, yeehaw, huh? I think QuickDraw, you're the one that told me about Streamlabs OBS, aren't you? I think you might be the one who told me about it, but I'm not sure. I downloaded it, and I mean, it's basically OBS with some extra stuff in it. Okay, Shrine of the Two Moons, Explore the Veil. I've done it. Okay, so that gave me the credit for Pandaria Explorer, but I guess I already have it. It's one of those ones that goes with it, all of your goes with all of your characters. I'm learning to quiet down and think instead of saying half a sentence over and over again. I realize I really need to do that, or else I'm going to sound, you know, like an R-tard, to use the South Park lingo of World of Warcraft lingo. So, all right. Well, that's pretty exciting. I mean, this is like a, they lost the most subscribers in Pandaria. And, I mean, there may be some gameplay things that people didn't like, but I will say it is very nice looking. It's very nice looking. It's really quite a beautiful expansion. It's definitely worth checking out just for the way it looks. Because I'm going to fly over all this stuff again and see that there's no dailies here. So why aren't there any dailies? Is it because I have to give them? I don't know. Maybe I should look it up. It's those quests where you have to give people things to get their friendship. Maybe that's going to open up some more dailies. So I just did the Nat Pagal dailies. There's no point in doing the Serpent dailies because I've already done those. I mean, I already have the Serpent. And you don't get another Serpent from doing them. So, and you can't do the race. That's kind of was a disappointment. You can't do the race anymore. And so, like, once you get 6th place in the race. Is there even a way to do better? Do this? Like, I wasn't even sure. After I'd done the race a couple of times, I thought, do the smoke rings, like, speed you up? Is that how you're supposed to win the race? And, because there's the smoke rings all over the place, and you can go through them, and they kind of explode when you go through them or something, and I thought, well, what's that all about? Maybe that speeds you up when you're doing the race. Because you can't do it on your actual mount. You have to use the vehicle that you do the race with, I guess. I was kind of curious whether you'd be able to use your own Serpent once you got it, but what happens is after you get your own Serpent, you can't do the race anymore, so it's too bad, but that's the way it goes. Yeah, well, I just have to figure out the Streamlabs thing for Galleon. Here's Galleon, and he's got like these guys on top. Got like a whole army on top of him, and there are these birds. Wonder what level he would be. Are you supposed to like form a raid and attack this guy or what? He's got these big cannons here, and they're launching these big cannonballs across the river. He doesn't seem to do much else than that, though. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what to do now. I thought there'd be more to do. And evidently I'm not allowed to do the scenarios now. My level is too high. So I can't really do those. I'm not sure what. Now I'm just kind of flying around in Pandaria wondering what to do next. I don't know, maybe I should move on to a different area, but I really do like Pandaria. I thought it would be nice to spend some time here. I don't know, maybe I'll go do those dailies over at the Arboretum. Just because.
I'm growing a beard.
I'll see what happens. He says he's growing a beard. I'll go to the Arboretum. What the hey? I'm going to look at the trees. Is where I'm going. It's so nice everyone stopping by tonight. Made it very lively. I can't imagine what it would be like to have like a huge channel, like like YouTube star Soda Poppin'. He has a stream and it's always got like 27,000 people watching it. So I don't know how he does that or what techniques he's used to do that, but it's always going. So, or maybe it's not always going. Maybe it just goes when he announces it, and maybe it's just because I don't see that he's up now. So maybe he just streams certain things at certain times, and that's it. But he always has a lot of people watching his stream. So when you already have a sizable web presence, like the. So let's see what I got here. Big Jow. Lingering doubt. Strange behavior down in the something. All right. Look, check the energy thing in the streams or whatever. Don't cross the streams, though. Probably not advisable to cross the streams. Okay, there's the Serpent Master. See, you can't do this race anymore. What's the deal? Oh, I just saw a smoke ring, though. I saw a smoke ring appear. I was just in the right place for it. It phased out again. But smoke rings. Okay. I could get a pet from here. There's a bunch of cloud serpent pets you can get. I think there's one. Wild jade hatchling. I usually see one around here too.
Hello. Jade serpent.
All right. Anyway, I'm just kind of looking over. There's what's this quest? This looks like a regular quest. What's this all about? No, see, lingering doubt. What is it? Lingering doubt. Oh, the seed of doubt. Okay. Alright, seed of doubt.
Keep your eyes and heart open.
I'm not sure what. Let me see. Practice catch with a baby serpent. Lingering doubt and seed of doubt. And then here's another one here.
Tell me of your travels.
Weeping widows. Spiders.
There
Right?
is no hope.
I remember that. And there's another one here. I think this is like a bunch of them. Snack time.
May your days bring you joy.
Fragments of the past.
I
Right.
hope to see you again soon.
And baby hatchlings, first
Farewell.
aid.
Travel
Okay.
safe.
All right. So I think that's about all the dailies. And then this is like Azure hatchling. It shows you this is the one that you have. And if you click on it, it says the hatchling rubs its scales against your arm. Okay. No more the same one as this, basically, right? Yeah, pretty neat. Okay, so anyway, what am I supposed to be doing here? Anyway, I've got like, there's like 11 people in this stream. It's amazing. I don't know. It seems like, I know that's not a lot in the grand scheme of things. It's like having 11 YouTube followers. I got another YouTube follower now. I have 8. But I guess that one, you know, you might pick up a few once you start posting videos. I never had any videos. I just had one video in my YouTube channel. And that's basically where all my streams are posted. I post them there because, you know, that they can, you know, they won't expire over there. They expire they expire at Twitch after 14 days. So, you can have them save your vodcast. You can save clips, you can do clipping, and there's a couple things you can do, but, so let's see, injured hatchlings, huh? That's about all I have to do over here, though. I think everything else is just, other stuff. So, I'm not going to bother getting the eggs because I already have exalted rep, so there's no point in picking up the eggs. All I need is just to find the hatchlings, and let me see. I should have like, don't I have regular wind wool bandages? I need to make some. How many do I need to do these hatchlings? Bandaging these hatchlings. I need where is it? Yeah, 8. I need 8. So I need to make 8 regular wind wool bandages. 8. Okay, I'll create 8 of those. I could create like the rest heavy. I could create 13 of these and level my. I could level my first aid, but I don't think I can get like I have to get Draenor first aid. So I think once I do that, I might as well not make any more because I'll just make the other ones. So once it's at 600, I think I have to. I think I have to go I think I have to go to Draenor, really. So I can do that. Where I gotta put those on the bar. Maybe I'll put these on the special key here. I can do this. Bandage is the most I've ever used first aid in this game. Well, let's see. Where's some more other injured hatchlings? There's some down here, I think. All right, there's one I can do. Okay. Okay. I'll do that. Okay. Oh, that's why. I can hit him with my stick. Hit him with my stick. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I guess if I do enough of these things, okay. All right, let me see. I got some more of these to do. I guess this is the last one. Okay, so sugar minnows. I gotta do some fishing. If I do some fishing, I can do that. Let me see what I got here. I don't really need this, do I? Or, well, I guess I can leave that there. It's fine. I can put, like, or I could do this. Let's see on this. Okay. So if I sit down here like this, okay. Having a little picnic. Their lure, I could put on a lure. And I could hang out here. Sharing a little picnic here. sugar minnows. They come right out of the water, but I guess they don't attack me for some reason. I don't know why. I'll probably just do these, and I've gone way over 2 hours, so maybe I'm going to take a break after this. So, did I put more soda in here? I did. All right, you got a sealed crate. Wouldn't you know it, it just starts raining right when you start to fish. Okay, get under the umbrella a little. Okay. No problem. No problem, P-Town Jerry. I'm happy to do it. I'm getting the hang of some of this. At least the low-level streamer proficiency. I'm learning some things about being a low-level streamer, you know. The single-digit guy, Mr. Single-Digit. Although I'm in a double-digit right now. I'm at 10. So that's pretty amazing. I don't know. Oh no. It's my picnic basket. Okay. I'm not under the basket. I mean, I'm not under the umbrella. I want to be under the umbrella. There we go. Yeah, the lurks make a big difference, you know. Especially for me, I really appreciate it because, you know, since I don't keep to a schedule, I actually stream like all the time. So I have I do my 3 streams a day, usually 3. It's hard to say what will be this day because it's kind of a strange day. But then I rerun, and you know, reruns aren't as good. You know, not as many people want to watch those, and they count as streaming. So that means you need to keep your averages up, and they cause your averages to go down. So, as far as I know, so having a few lurks overnight when I have the reruns going, it's very helpful. I mean, I have to keep that average up for about a month in order to become an affiliate. So if I can do that, you know, it looks like I can maybe, but if I can do that, I can be an affiliate, and that means I can get something. I don't know, bits, I guess, bits. I qualify then for bits, and I think I can get subscribed to or something. So I don't think you can get subscriptions unless you're an affiliate, but I don't know. That could be, you might even have to be a partner for that. I don't actually know. I should probably look that up, and I'm not sure actually. So, do I have all the sugar minnows yet? No idea. I think I actually may have them already. Sugar snack time. The sugar minnows, right? I got 10. I already have 10. So that's good. So, all right. Well, I've done that fishing. I could, I gotta cook some fish cakes. So, guess I could do that. And I could, let's see. So when it comes to this, I could, where's that fish cake? Oh, wrong thing. Let's see. Oh, I see. Way of the whatever. So then you level this to, oh my gosh. Okay. That's how it works. Okay. So, fish cake. I'm going to make 5. Okay. Can't cook sitting down, huh? All right. They haven't come up with a cooking chair yet, I guess. So they had a cooking chair, they make it where you could cook sitting down. But it's not a thing yet, I guess. So, yeah.
Work complete.
All right. How long does this one last? 3 minutes. They're both 3 minutes. So, yeah. All right. Well, let's see. So, I could do this too. This is a thing for fishing I could do. And all right. And yeah, you don't even really need any lures. Oh, I got like a way of the steamer. Now, do I need the steamer to make these? No, I guess if I have a cooking fire, I can do it. All right, way of the steamer. It's leveled a little. So basically, you have to get cooking to 600 like 6 different times in order to oh my gosh. Anyway, I understand now. Anyway, way of the brew. I guess I need to do this, don't I? Okay. Okay. All right. Well, that was very nice. Okay. What's that? Skin? Okay. Fair enough. Oh, I guess a turtle got caught in my AoE. Alright, so then, I think there's gonna be some, there's gotta be an archaeology quest, right? So, I gotta find out where the closest archaeology node is gonna be in the... So if I go to the Sentinel base camp, I think that'll probably work. I have to at least go there.
Hello.
Where is that again?
Next
Yeah, I can go there. And you know, I could at least go there and do that archaeology thing, and then I'll just do these dailies. And there's no reason to do them really. My rep's already at the top, but we'll see what happens. I was going to do dailies for some reason, maybe I should probably consider doing a. Oh, see, I didn't have my lamp on. I usually have my lamp. I have a lamp that's on the floor, and it kind of provides a little lighting from below, so that it helps to illuminate the green screen, make it more green. So I'm just gonna kind of go check these things out. I'm gonna go do the archaeology quest and just so I can do all of these. I don't know. I already did the Nat Pagel stuff, so like you say, maybe it's dailies that are gonna open up for. I don't know. Maybe later I'll do the farm stuff a little more. At least I found the farm stuff. And I don't know, the affinity stuff, I don't really know. I'm going to have to look up and see how to do those affinity quests or whatever, their criteria quests or whatever. You just have to befriend certain people by giving them stuff. So that's the thing. I guess I gotta figure those criteria quests out, and we'll see how that works. Because I won't have the full Pandaria experience unless I do that. So, I've got the beginnings of it anyway. I've got the farm thing going, and Uncle what's his name and Lily that followed me around for a while. I kind of liked that. I was hoping they'd follow me through the whole thing. But they eventually stop following. They settle somewhere at the brewery or something, or what in the world is going on here? Vanishing powder, there's a...
Ishnuala. Farewell.
I don't know what this portal is for. This doesn't really go anywhere. I'm not sure what this is.
I am honored.
Magister so-and-so is keeping the keeping the portal open, and okay. Let's see what I got in this little box here. I'm sure I got some stuff. There's probably some wind wool in it and some other stuff. Cheap beer. All right. So that's fine then. And why did I come here? Oh yeah, archaeology, right? Okay, I can also do some herbalism while I'm here. I will just get in this zone, and guess I need to switch these two around here. All right, so can that be skinned? It can. Death Adder can be skinned. Plump intestines. All right, and all right, so let's do a little surveying here. Is that a Mogu? It's a Mogu, huh? Gonna be somewhere around here, I guess, huh? Seems like. Yeah, it might be. Mogu. And I'm getting the Serpent Rider relic. Alright, it's one very close. And there it is back there. And here's an herb. Oh, really? He's gonna attack me, huh? Okay. Okay. So let's see. Oh, right. Now, I guess I got a little close to those guys. All right, I can do that. And then here's my archaeology pieces right here. All right, let's see what I got. Looks like over this way. Alright, I made kind of short work of him. Maybe I got my sound turned down too much. I don't know. Makes me feel like I'm kind of living in a dream world when I can't hear the sound too much. I think I turned it down too much. Turn my monitor up just a little bit more. There we go. Right, archaeology, that's what I was doing. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's see what we got now. Maybe over here. See how that goes. Somewhere pretty close, I'd say. Okay, well, obviously it's going to be right on top of that guy. Okay, pretty much right here. And there it is.
Work complete.
Work complete. So that's everything for that. I need to go back to the Arboretum area, I guess, or the village probably even would be closer. So yeah, let's see, where's the, oh, they don't have a kite master, they have a hippogriff master. So yeah, let's do that. And let's go to Srila Village, I guess, and see how that goes. See how that works for us. Hmm. Or I don't know. I did some kind of said hello to Miss Chibi Goddess, and something bad happened on her channel. So I guess I made some kind of noob mistake or something. I don't know what it is, but I did something. I just don't know what. I don't know what I did, but I don't know. These mysterious things happen at Twitch, and I have no understanding of why they happen or what. You know, like you get. Like, you'll say something like, hey, I'm just going to hang out in your channel for a little while, and then you get banned somehow. I don't know why. It's a complete mystery to me. Anyway, all right, I guess I'm not going to hang out in your channel then. That's fine. I'm still going to lurk anyway. I'll lurk and do that kind of stuff. But I don't know what I did, but whatever I did, it was enough to get banned for 500 seconds or something. I don't know. I don't understand. So I don't know what happens. I don't know how any of this works. I'm just such a lamer. I suck. So I can just put my channel view back on, I guess, or lurk in someone else's channel, I guess. Well, all right. I guess I need to turn the... Well, I need to do this thing. I need to do this thing over here. There's a thing I have to do. It's a thing. I have to put a thing in a thing. And see what this is all about. I guess I have to go over on this side here. Huh. So I assume that's this, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. I have to do what? Find some stuff there that... Oh, I have to measure disturbance. Yeah. I don't know. Am I fatigued? I think I'm fatigued. Oh, these guys are skinnable. I forgot. These mushrooms here look suspiciously like a quest item, too, that you'd have to get at some point. So, I don't know. Okay. Okay. Gotta get some spiders. Okay. Follow the spiders. Why can't it be follow the butterflies? Okay, follow the butterflies. That's what it should be, right? Okay. All right. I got all them. I guess I have to get that one too. Okay, here's a... Here's a disturbance I can measure, right? I just need to use the thing for it. Measuring the disturbance. Done it. Okay, stealth. Stealth kitty. I have to remember, I need to use the stealth. Okay, there's the guy. Okay. More work. I probably got more stuff to measure, right? There's one more measurement I have to do. Okay, stealth. Stealth is the thing I need here. So there's one more disturbance over here. Ah, I went too close. Okay. All right, let me see. Okay. Okay. That appears to be everything. I'm just hanging out doing this. And, alright, don't go too close. I'm going the wrong way again. Don't go too close to any of the spiders. Alright. I think this will be the exit here. Possibly. Yeah.
Work complete.
Okay. Work complete. Be nice if we could take the boat somewhere. You know, to me, I think. Anyway, so somewhere, excuse me, somewhere up here, got to turn all these in. I think I have them all, right? I think it's right over here, yeah? The Arboretum, here it is. Sakura trees and all. There's some nice stuff here.
Hello.
Inspiration vendor.
You will not find a better bargain.
Okay. I guess these are things you can get and you can give them to the other peoples and
Until next time.
I don't know. I'm not sure how this all works, so. Ink Master, Jopo.
What do you need? Goodbye.
He's just an ink guy. He's not doing anything really. Alright, well, let's see here. Alright, now she's in her house, right? Okay.
Tell me of your travels.
Alright, snack time. I'm gonna do that.
I hope to see you again soon. May your days bring you joy. Farewell. I hope to see you again soon. Travel safe.
Alright, our ancient knowledge. Okay.
You are most welcome.
Okay, Weeping Widows.
The world is your teacher.
The Seed of Doubt.
Live for your
And-
dreams. Spirits bless
Okay.
your path.
And then there was one more, I think, wasn't there? Oh no, maybe that's it. So what's his story here? Oh, he's the guy that can sell you the other serpents, among other things. And you can get, for the jewel crafting, what's his look like? Let's have a look. Order of the Cloud Serpent. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. 2,400. That's not too bad. So I think the price of those mounts went down anyway. So have I turned everything in? I guess I have. All right. Well, let's see. I'll just hearth wherever. I don't know where my hearth is set to. The lazy turnip. That sounds fair enough. Well, it was a kind of a lively day. There was a lot of stuff to talk about, and there was certainly a lot of people. A lot of you dropped by today. That was very nice, I thought. And I'm just gonna. I think I'm gonna get a little sleep in a panda bed here, and so. Yeah, I fall asleep. So, load some more, I don't know. I'm sort of thinking about all the stuff I have to do, you know, for the stream and to make Streamlabs work, and I might use Streamlabs OBS. I don't know. It's just so easy to just use what I have though, and just import the Streamlabs stuff into it. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But excuse me. Oh, styles. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is all about. There doesn't seem to be any I don't know. I'm kind of looking to see if MIRC has a skin set up. View mode. It has different modes. Yeah, I'm just kind of maybe look something up here about that. 2013. That's no good, is it? All right, let's have a look. All right, let's see here. I don't know. It's not important anyway. Oh, thank you. Oh, subscriber only. Okay, I get it. Fine. Well, I don't know. So what we're going to do is call it on this, I guess, and I got interested in looking at something that must have been fascinating. So I guess from here we'll just kind of say goodbye.